Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Monday, September 18, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. New York Mets vs Miami Marlins. Our team pick is Miami money line. The bats were in full force for Miami as they accounted for 11 runs on 13 hits. They started off hot with both Luis Arias and Yuli Gurriel notching first-inning homers. Gurriel's was a 3-run blast and he finished 2-4 at the plate with 3 RBIs. Jake Berger finished 3-4 at the plate and added 3 runs. Brian Hoeing got the nod and he retired 2 over 4.1 innings while giving up 3 runs. LHP Braxton Garrett is slated to get the start for the Marlins in Game 1. Garrett holds an ERA of 3.67 to go with a 9-6 record over 28 total starts. It'll be Garrett's 15th home start of the season. He's been more hittable when hurling from the mound at Lone Pot Park. While he's struck out more batters than innings pitched, he's also surrendered far more hits than innings thrown. To couple that, he's given up a home run in nearly every home start this season. During night affairs, Garrett has still had trouble giving up hits, but his walk rate has receded slightly, an improvement he'll gladly take. In his 2 starts in September, he's been red hot, posting an ERA of 0.93 and striking out 11 batters over 9 innings. He's also finally dropped his hits allowed to below that of innings pitched. By going to starts without allowing a homer, Garrett will look to continue to limit foes at the plate here. Miami is in the midst of a playoff race, and although Garrett has faced challenges when playing at home this season, he has displayed significant improvement this month. Furthermore, Miami's batting performance has recently surged, with an increased home run rate and a notable rise in their overall run tally. On the flip side, the Mets have heavily relied on home runs as their primary source of scoring, but it's worth noting that Garrett has not conceded a single home run this month. Given the Mets' inconsistencies at the plate and their relatively low rate of extra base hits, it's reasonable to anticipate that they will encounter difficulties when facing the in-form Garrett in this matchup. Take under 8.5 runs. Both of these clubs sit bottom 10 in overall batting average, and the Marlins have been hitting slightly worse at the plate this month. Butto has done well to limit homers all season, and he should be able to stymie the Marlins, who are averaging nearly 2 home runs per game this month, at the plate. Garrett has looked sharp in September, racking up the Ks and limiting hits allowed. Neither of these clubs have been keen on extending hits, and if the home runs dry up, which I expect them to, it's hard to envision a steady path to runs here. Take the under. Minnesota Twins vs Cincinnati Reds. Take the Twins. Leading into their series with the Reds, the Twins won 2 of the first 3 games in Chicago against the White Sox. Their offense has excelled, scoring 6 or more runs in each of their last 3 games. Prior to their 7-6 loss to the Sox on Saturday evening, the Minnesota pitching staff had limited their opponent to 2 runs or less in 4 of their previous 6 matchups. Rookie third baseman Royce Lewis set a single-season Twins record when he hit his 4th grand slam of the season in a 10-2 win over Chicago on Friday. The Twins remain 7 games up on the Cleveland Guardians in the AL Central. Ryan has pitched effectively in his previous 3 starts, compiling a 1-1 record with a 3.07 ERA and 1.02 WHIP. He did not factor into the decision in his last start, which came against the Tampa Bay Rays at home. He allowed 2 earned runs on 5 hits and 2 walks over 4.2 innings. Key injuries. Outfielders Joey Gallo and Michael Taylor are on the 10-day Illinois, and both may be activated soon. Third baseman Jose Miranda had season-ending surgery on his shoulder. Outfielder Byron Buxton remains on the 10-day Illinois with an injured knee. Minnesota has demonstrated road dominance by winning 4 of their last 5 series away from home, which even includes a victory against the Texas Rangers at Globe Life Field. Since mid-August, they have maintained a solid 56% win rate on the road and have exhibited impressive slugging prowess, with a slugging percentage just shy of .500 during this period. Notably, the Twins' offense has been on fire in recent away games, boasting a healthy .295 batting average and a .483 slugging percentage over their last 7 outings. What bolsters Minnesota's chances even further is their elite pitching staff, currently ranking 5th in the league in terms of team ERA. Their pitching excellence extends to their performances on the road, where they stand at 6th overall in team ERA. On the contrary, the Reds have encountered challenges in securing consistent wins at home this month, emerging victorious in only 3 of their last 7 home games. Their pitching staff has struggled, evident in their 6.00 ERA, 1.49 WHIP, and an average of over 9 hits allowed per 9 innings over the last 7 home games. Given these trends, it strongly indicates that Minnesota is poised to claim victory on the road in the opening game of the series on Monday evening. take the over. Ryan has produced an eye-popping ERA of 7.66, and he allowed an average of over 12 hits per 9 innings in his last 5 starts on the road. He has also given up 11 home runs in 22.1 innings pitched. The Reds have gone over the run total in 4 of their last 7 games at home, and their opponents have scored 7 runs or more in 3 of the last 4. The Twins have pushed or gone over the run total in 4 of Ryan's last 6 starts. Cincinnati has hit a robust .290 with a .544 slugging percentage in their previous 5 games at the Great American Ballpark. The Reds rank 11th in the majors in average runs scored per game and 12th in on-base percentage, so they are capable of scoring quickly in bunches. The Twins have gone over the run total in 5 of their previous 6 games overall and 5 of their last 7 on the road. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair when these two teams meet for the first time in 2023 on Monday. Chicago White Sox vs Washington Nationals. Take the White Sox. In their last game, the White Sox were at home and were handed a goose egg, losing to the Minnesota Twins 4-0. They had 6 hits in the loss, with Andrew Benintendi and Trace Thompson combining for 4 of them. Not hard to see why the team is 36 games under .500, as they rank 28th in the majors in runs scored and 26th in team ERA. Luis Robert Jr., .262 35 HR 75 RBI, leads the team in HR and tied for the lead in RBI and is hitless in the last 4 games and got the day off in the shutout loss to the Twins, but should be in the lineup for this series opener. Andrew Vaughn, .259 20 HR 75 RBI, had his 6-game hit streak snapped in the last game. On the season, Chicago is 27-48 on the road. Mike Clevinger, 7-8 3.61 ERA 1.23 WHIP, gets the nod for this opener and in his last outing, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits in 6 innings in a 7-1 home loss to the Kansas City Royals. In his previous start, he tossed 7 scoreless innings, while his start before that was his worst of the season, giving up 8 runs in 4 innings. In Clevinger's last 2 road starts, he did not give up any runs, and in each one went 7 innings, only allowing 3 hits. Both of these teams find themselves well outside the playoff race, with the Nationals holding the 2nd fewest wins in the National League and the White Sox sitting at 3rd fewest wins in the American League. Additionally, both squads have only managed 3 wins in their last 10 games. Clevinger, despite a relatively decent previous outing, has displayed remarkable performance on the road lately, having not allowed any runs in his last 2 road starts, each of which he pitched for 7 innings. It's reasonable to anticipate a strong performance from him in this game, especially against a Washington team that scored just 2 runs in their recent game and ranks 22nd in the majors in runs scored. While the White Sox may not light up a scoreboard, they are expected to put some runs on the board against a Don, who possesses an ERA close to 6.00 and has surrendered at least 4 runs in 3 of his last 5 starts. The White Sox are likely to secure the victory in this game, supported by another stellar road performance from Clevinger. Also take the under 9 runs. Neither of these teams rank in the top 21 in baseball in runs scored, and in their last games combined for only 2 runs, and for those reasons, I am leaning towards the under in this game. Clevinger gave up 2 runs in his last start, but has not given up any runs in his last 2 road outings, where in each he only gave up 3 hits and lasted 7 innings. I look for him to continue to pitch well on the road in this opener. Adon has been up and down as of late and gave up 4 runs in his last start. He and the Nats bullpen will give up some runs but not too many, and with Clevinger pitching well, that means the under is the pick for this interleague game.